I got my chat box in a different spot now. It feels like things are getting a bit overwhelmed. Trying to keep it on the center screen and actually like switching over the desktop a bit. Whew. Coming in hot. Oh, galactic challenges are alright. They're not amazing, they're not incredible, they're not gonna win me over. Or like, I think we need a little bit more to really satiate things, but it's something to do. That's probably what matters the most right now. In the meantime, there is plenty to do still. We've got the ultimate flex here. We're flexing so hard that Kylo has brought 2 helmets to the fight on the table. Look at it. Oh, he totally has helmets as well. All right. Joke's dead. Yeah. We've got... Okay, so look, he's missing his Zeta. He doesn't have ultimate. It's a whole thing. It's fine though. It's still the dream wall. I would think as close to the dream wall as you can get. Yeah, I think this is sick. I think this is gonna just straight up stonewall a lot of people. Bring out your Gar. Well, I have not pre-prepped this at all, which some people actually mentioned this might be good stream stuff to just show the case anyway. But yeah, Conwolf, this is pretty much as close to the dream as possible. This Ray is a little bit scuffed, just like my Kylo is a little bit scuffed. I'm actually kind of surprised at them. I don't know if it's fair to give the matchmaking credit for picking up on that or not. Probably not. It's probably just how the cookie crumbled this time around. But this team's actually going to be, I think, a little bit jankier to set up, actually. I mean, it's only one way to start, right? But like I mentioned on the Galactic Challenges a little bit, the watch should regen attack on Rey consistently, which means that setting this up is going to be a bit of a pain. Either it will or it won't. Maybe the regen tech will like swing her back above 50 before this next one. This is gonna be really weird, right? Because like Watt's gonna bring cooldowns every single time. Yeah, kind of like, and like the way you're doing it. I mean, I don't know necessarily about like. Well, I guess that setup is this. God, how do I feel about that? It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's a lot easier to like count down, right? Sorry about that. The major concern that I have here really just boils down to the regen. Basilisk should outspeed the regen tech though, but it's gonna be 50-50 on if the fear goes for him. So this is really just about if we can kill him before the regen pops. I think this might just be go time. Oh, yeah, that might just be a 2 and done, which I'll take it. I'll take that every single time, because we're gonna need a lot of bodies to get through Kylo, let me tell you. Will Watt for sure open with attack? Yes, with like a 1% or less chance. Like, you know how you fight Padme versus DR, and 99% of the time he always uses Insanity first, and then like that 1% of the time you just get hit with Force Storm and just absolutely wrecked. This is kind of like that. Gas Chew 5 versus SLK. I've been doing preload into SLK. Like legitimately last week was like the first time I've ever even fought SLK in Grand Arena, I think. Just in general, like literally in general, even counting 5v5, for whatever reason, everyone just always holds it against me. I mean, people hold it because of Rey on defense, of course. So I'm not really in the know that much about Kylo tactics yet. The way I've been doing it is, so actually to start, it's a weird thing. It's B1 lead, GG, B2. And you have the Kylo set up so that Hux doesn't have cooldowns. He's on basic and he'll just basic you at the start, so he loses advantage. So that way B2 can start activating, you can get the buff immunity down, and then they can indirectly pressure it out. I think last time what I ended up doing instead was like CLS attacking Hux. Let's knock this out first. We'll get to Kaido in a minute. You're thinking right into the yellow might change the behavior? No, it shouldn't in this case. It's literally just specifically because he's hard coded to always do the tank tech first, with that small RNG exception. All right, we do indeed have to not do the TM piece first. She didn't heal Ray. Who did she heal? It had to be herself or what, I guess. That's a little bit of tragic for that team, not gonna lie. I'm not sure why Watt is outspeeding us though. Can't heal herself, true. Alright, this might suck a little bit for us. We gotta move quickly here. I think we gotta take out Watt first. I don't know why that Watt outspeeds us though. We had more speed. That's really kind of frustrating. But then also, I can recheck my mods. Like I actually did go in and remod to get Bastila 1 speed below Watt, and they both are definitely faster than that Watt. Like, what does it even mean for us now? She's gonna pop a Lifeblood very, very soon. I would almost try to want to try to Merciless Massacre just to get basic on her. It's kind of frustrating. Not gonna lie here. We really needed this sphere to land as well. Well, Vader is at least gonna go. Okay. We should still be able to take this, I think. Her next 2 turns are going to be healing. Is this actually just straight up winnable because she doesn't have ultimate? I'm going to guess no. But I mean, as long as we can keep her ability blocked, right? It actually doesn't matter that much for us. I mean, maybe. The regen piece is actually going to make this so difficult, though. We just need to go fishing for dots. Just non-stop. I know that's a throw, not going for the ability block, but we at least get some more time. Got this. Please, just calm down, lady. I beg of you. Like, this might actually work, but this is gonna be like... I mean, that move is a complete waste too, right? Because of the, she might actually just be able to pressure out Watt, which is a little bit tragic. We kind of need Watt to stay alive here. We need to just keep burning specials just to stack up dots. To that end, it actually might be in our best interest to just pop Massacre now while Watt's still alive. We're gonna need like a huge bomb, I think, to actually like successfully pop her. I think we go for basic. I don't think we do this yet. And we just hope that Watt can keep heal tanking, essentially. She is stacking up Mastery, though, which also kind of sucks. We might actually just have enough dots now, though. She has so much purple protection, man. This isn't ideal. Debuff soup. I mean, if we can try to time it out once we're gonna go for it, once we get next MMM, sure, but like, she just cleanses it off, right? It actually just doesn't really matter. We did miss out on some debuffs by having Bastila basic more than maybe she needed to. It's less than ideal. Shouldn't he be healing technically when she gets the dots back, I think? God, reach it. What? How do you fight that? I have a running theory, and I'm pretty sure this is just a graphical bug thing. I'm pretty sure that regen tech actually interacts with purple protection somehow. Because, like, I swear I have seen the purple protection bar grow. Not shrink, because shrink is what you would normally expect when the normal protection starts going up. Time? Look, Prime Force. This is Yeah, man, that's... I don't know. Maybe if we somehow could have kept her permanently ability blocked and just... she could never start that purple protection train. But Flybrit, so this is what doesn't make sense to me, right? Is I don't think it would be tracking their total purple protection pool, right? This should just be... Well, actually, okay, her healing to max is actually kind of sick for us here. This actually does make the cleanup very, very easy. I cannot complain there. Alright, so this should be double basic into Whirlwind. We only need to send 2. Right, but I think that only counts towards how much protection she gets back, right? Right. I'm saying that I think it's actually regenerating her purple protection. This is like a completely hearsay, but it feels like it. Alright, for this setup, we only need 1. Should just be Lifeblood into basic. This is pretty much as perfect as it can get. Easy. Alright, kill team go. I don't have the same mods as last time. I think it should still be fine. Tweak stuff a little bit. They aren't like on quite as good mods, but their speeds are still mostly fine. Poe actually might be a bit too slow for some rays. Like a ray could actually lap them twice, but it's mostly just Finn speed, right? We don't need to get the grenade off before ray goes twice. We just need to get the initial 2 moves, because this is... Poe is the move that like really just kind of drives her health below redeemable status. Yeah. I guess with this Ray not having Whirlwind, this is actually like legit just completely doomed for her. Like that's really the only threat that this team faces, is just you gotta race her down before the ultimate. But in this case, just not really a thing. Alright, GL1 down. This team is a complete pain to set up. This is just gonna be a hot minute. Also, Kylo is just super inconsistent on what cooldowns he uses, so we kind of just gotta throw bodies at the wall to count. If he, what? Why now? Why do this? Why do this to me? So, in the entire last week of streaming, he would always basic first. So it was actually a huge pain to get what I just got right there. I don't know if that was extremely lucky, or I don't know if last week was extremely unlucky. That's almost good enough that I think we could just go for it. I think the biggest issue is we need the Hux to be faster modded than it might be. Let's see, 290, that's gonna go to 320 plus 20%. We'll take a Kylo hit without being able to activate, but I think this actually might still be it. I do not have this part down to a science yet. This is kind of just, it worked once and I would like to try it again. Oh, we didn't pull the other cooldown. Shit, that's right. You're 100% right. We just kind of entered this team. Like I said, not science yet, but also could have been a little bit better than what we just did. Like, I almost just got baited by how happy I was just to see Kylo actually behave and do the thing we wanted him to do for once. I mean, we're at least getting pressure on Hux, so the Luke snipe should come fairly easily. This might just kill GG outright. Indeed. So the thing I don't know, if he pops ult, does that actually just mean all of his cooldowns are back? It's technically just he doesn't have cooldowns during his ultimate, but I don't know if that actually acts as a reset. Questions for Kylo I've never actually had to like see answered before, but I'm pretty sure we just saw Hux basic, which means that his other stuff is backup. Or I guess not. Maybe he just felt like using basic. Because he's on 3 TDs with 2 specials, so this should be special, special, basic, special, special, basic. I mean... we got all the Kylo cooldowns we wanted, but also Hux is just going to reset them probably close to immediately. Which is extremely dangerous. Alright, we gotta throw in some more into the pot. Man, that's twice now that we blew GG, like not fully understanding the full picture of what this team really needed them to do. It's kind of unfortunate. Alright, there's a swap. So I think we throw in 1 just to eat the Mass Assist, hopefully, and then go with Luke. I think this should work as advertised, and hopefully, yeah, Hux should be just pretty low Terminator. Okay. I mean, getting Hux to low Terminator doesn't matter because he's just going to get 20% more, right? But it's about... I don't remember what team we used before, actually. I'm pretty sure it evolved 3PO. It might have just had to that R2 as well. I almost want to check. This is stuff I would have normally have had prepped before stream. Because I remember this being kind of just like a desperation move, and then it just worked. Let's see, double GL. Pop this up because why not?
You stick their turn order.
Yeah, stop talking. Where's the boy at? Okay, it totally was just this comp. It was. We should be on a better preload than we even had on this attempt too. Just you know, with an R2 that's alive. I'm pretty sure we went into offense stance. Like, you kind of have to. I don't think you can afford to do middle special on Foss there. If you do, you're just like pretty much instantly conceding. Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, let's see. I'm curious. This is potentially a much juicier setup for us here. Okay, the juice just went out the window. Why couldn't you just gone for R2 like a good boy? Yeah, I actually just want to kill this, actually. That preload was good enough that I actually don't want to waste it. But also, what do we use to, like, indirectly pressure Hux now? JKR, maybe? I mean... I think it might just have to be JKR. Like, who else can dispel Faust, stop Faust from retaunting, and do that without completely killing their tempo? It's not Padme. It sucks because JKR is way more expensive than I... Well, but if we use JKR, we can't, Oh wait, what was the team that we used? Was it... It was Gas Thrawn something. Was it Gas 5s or was it Oh, Gas plus Clone. Okay. I mean, technically we actually can just use JKR then. This really is just more than I would like to spend though. I'm really hoping we get a savior on JKR, which it should be. Without Citriber here, we actually might live, which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Julie, not the best draft here. We spent Hermione on defense. Who are we okay with using here? Padme, clones. Soft C team leader. I almost like just for the purely for the assists, actually. That's kind of how I'm leaning. Just gut reaction. I don't know if it's kind of foolish to try to like lowball this. And Jolie's not exactly going to be the fastest out of the gate. It will give us some of the best stats potential. Alright, hopefully this isn't a throw to bring Jolie. I mean, it's a Grandmaster Yoda assist, right? It can't be that bad. Surely. He went for Grandmaster Yoda for some reason. That's fun. I guess we can spread out Crit Avoid at least. It's not the worst. Yeah, I get fucked. Okay. Are we in danger here? Hey, just give me the boy. Yeah. Alright. Mission accomplished. That's literally all that had to happen there. I keep on forgetting that GMI is a high priority, or higher priority than JKR. I'm just so used to seeing Kylo, Tunnel Vision, JKR, and Arena felt like highest. Did I find out on the previous stream? Yeah, probably. That sounds like something that would have happened. Sometimes we have to learn by making mistakes. Sometimes those lessons don't sink in. The biggest difference here, I would say, is we actually don't have Hermit Yoda. Okay, we can kind of think this through, right? Shakti might just be a better draft, because if we're just gonna do these two, then that's just gonna leave a lone floating Echo. Or I guess we use Echo. I'm still like 50-50 on this. So I think just to get this soft Hermit Yoda-esque effect, maybe Shakti is perfectly fine here, I think. I mean, she'll only speed up Rex as well. I failed to see how this could be a win. I don't know why I just took that off. Like, whatever. Look, it has to happen. Five's, like, he's named 5. How does he not go in the... It's not even the 5th slot, but it's close. It's the last slot. Sometimes that's all that matters. I think we just pop the heal first, just to get the cooldown cycling, probably. Since speed down on both of them would be nice. Pop this. We're technically making Kylo tankier by doing this. I don't think that actually matters. That's also pretty sick timing, actually. We're just kind of stalling him out. Kylo, you're doing a great job. Don't worry about what's about to happen. Just... Alright. Phase 2 complete, with some bumps. Some people would even say unnecessary bumps. On the off chance that we could just go immediately, I might want to count these cooldowns. Alright. Let's... Alright, stun. If we could get an AoE here... I guess that means we shouldn't heal, right? Actually, just to try to get Shakti to die off of heal. Ah, you had to do it. Maybe that was a misplay. I think we might have used it earlier as well, when we didn't need to. Damn, this would have been such a sick time to get out of here. Because we would have had... Wait, we can just time out, right? Yeah, we just timed this out. He's 0% turn meter. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're here for a minute. Hang on, I'll grab a drink. Very much need a drink. Alright. Well, I guess we did technically get our wish. Maybe a little bit undeserved. And hey, Shakti actually feels pretty alright in this slot. I wasn't necessarily sure that Hermit Yoda was the best. It was more just like, He can heal 5s, he gives him Master Strength to make him tankier. But I feel like if this displayed anything, it's that the Master Training wasn't all that necessary. Although, I mean, Shock T is probably giving 5s more effective health over time than Master Training was anyway. So yeah, I mean... Oh, I guess I haven't even watched the video yet. Do any fun graphics? This map new? I don't recognize this. Isn't that just a thing? Or I guess they just added onto it. Oh, this is just stuff from the City Galaxy, but... Is there anything new here that they haven't announced yet? I think it's for 6. Okay. I guess the biggest, I don't even know if I would say risk, but the biggest hope for me, like how much work is CG putting into every single one, or is just like, I would assume or hope that they just have a hopper that they could put on rotation if people wanted it every 2 days, right? I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, we need more animation? Technically, no. I mean, right, because it's just in the event screen, which I would show you, but we've got 30 seconds. Like, they didn't actually add anything to the holo tables, so nope. We're safe. Alright. As I clumsy where now, we don't press any shiny buttons at the end trying to be cheeky. It's still kind of frustrating me. Like, think about the metas that we went through ever since. Like, just for those of you who don't know, this whole deal is not new. This actually had like been added to the game a while ago. But people complained. People complained because they felt like it just made people who had good mods even more overpowered. And so, like, I think CG had added it unintentionally, but this was like legit 2 years ago. And ever since then, we went through a Rex meta, which had an absolute ton of turn meter ties. A Jedi meta where I was doing TM cascades. I know that wasn't really the whole theme of the meta, so kind of whatever. But like, gas could have used it pretty badly. I guess SLK is glad to see it now in some cases. If you got multiple supports going, you can still keep that in order without having to sacrifice on speed. Mandalorian's happy to see it. It's time for the thing. This is always just one way more expected it to. Thinking about this a little bit, I'm a little bit nervous. So we're technically ending Fracture a bit more quickly if we get some bad RNG here. Which almost makes me want to try switching to Arc. If it turns out, for whatever reason, that Arc isn't quite doing it, this would be a really tragic way to find out. But whatever, I guess. Just in for a penny. What? Okay, this is just auto loss, straight up. This was the thing I was worried about last time when I said like, oh, I'm pretty sure gas is just gonna topple immediately and none of this is gonna matter. Because like, this Fracture is gonna end extremely quickly. Gas is gonna be like, at best, like 20 or 30% protection regen. What changed then? That's what I don't understand. Because the last SLK was modded for pure damage as well. I'm not sure if my modding changed at all. Maybe it did. Alright, this presents some pretty huge issues. Like, is there even any possible way to try to Like what, if we swap now? I guess we might as well just, we have to fracture, I guess we just have to play this out. This basic is gonna feel so tragic as well. It actually might not, now that I'm thinking about this. But he's gonna have to basic us first. This feels so bad. A little bit surprised that we're living in it at all. I mean, maybe salvageable? Okay, I mean, the issue is going to be this advantage, right? Well, he doesn't have it actually. Yeah, fuck. We didn't have the uncritability. What changed? We should still be on the same mod since. I'm pretty sure the gas is on the exact same mod though. Yeah. This should be speed, this should be crit damage. Maybe... Ooh, that's a bad start. Okay, maybe it did make some changes. Like, I fed him this because I wasn't really... You know, Luke didn't need it. There wasn't really a lot of easy choices. Yeah, okay, that actually might have just been straight up a miss mod. I think it was normally... It might have been that one? I don't know. That feels a bit tragic. Hey, grip. Still a little bit ink. And also at this point, I'm not sure that any team can actually beat this. I mean, ability blocks and or foresights would buy us some time, but I mean, I guess Geos could try, but that's like extremely optimistic, I feel like. I guess we might as well just fish with Geos first. I'm not sure on what the state of this cooldown. I think he actually might just be on stun again. I think he's on stun a day, so actually do fishing. Legitimately, I don't know if we can kill him anymore. Sure, 2 basics in a row, why not? Which means this next setup is going to be just bad as well. We're just burning protection actually. Geos are probably going to be okay taking ults. I think they should just go in now. We can't afford to get him back to full protection, I think. We're going to try to do this at all correctly. Ideally, I would really like to get Brute. But also, I'm pretty sure Brute should just die here. I don't know if this is too greedy to just try to get this much of an extension. But maybe that's the risk we have to take to actually get the win. Hate this. If Spy gets killed by the AoE, then we just kind of lose. Okay. Why did he lose the tenacity? Oh, I think I learned this last time, right? I love you. Spell. Somehow. So weird, like why? Why is it a dispel? Alright. Spy can't crit him here, which makes this really weird. unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, if this was 5v5, it'd be a different story. I'm not sure what that means for the rest of this week as well. I cannot trust that gas modding unless it's just really poorly modded SLK. That's really unfortunate. We would have had both killed by now if I hadn't gotten that health circle on. Damn. It's disappointing. I think we just have to throw some damage at it. I think we're reaching the point where we have to just kind of potentially accept it and move on though. Otherwise we're gonna risk we score on the other walls. And like, look at this, we're not even denting. Like, yeah. Alright. One single modding mistake topples the whole citadel. Alright. We still got some easy matchups overall, pretty much. And this is... to do a potency check? I'm pretty sure I already did that. Yeah, Malik is super comfy here. Actually, this... it's not a bad roll. I think this is a pretty safe auto from everything I've seen so far. And maybe just a little bit of babysitting just to make sure some of the drains don't whiff, but technically a waste, but man. If I could get away without using... So what's the details of the Gaslight shooting team? And I don't do like any theory research. I'm assuming... is it guarded 5s? If you're saying that he has to sit down on the first poke, I don't know. It's not that familiar, I guess. Five these guard. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I mean, we have to take GK first, I think it's fine. We'll gladly do so. Alright, this should be... Can we take Padme first, I think. Padme first is going to make finishing Anakin off ridiculously easier. Nice crit chance, sir. How's that working out for you so far? Like, that's the painful part, is we really had a lot of favorable matchups on the rest of the... how scary is this B2 actually? Not that bad. That is actually very true. We do have a better guard checker. Are we supposed to not pop this first? Whatever. I don't know if we actually out heal. I mean, we did this matchup already, I'm pretty sure. That was a lucky dodge. was fortunate. I don't know. I remember going for B2 and then not really working out. B1's AI is really just kind of terror now. Like, actually. I'm just gonna work away at B1 a bit. I actually might just go for B1 kill first. This target lock is actually really unfortunate. It's going to feed him a lot of turn meter. It's not an activated B2, we kind of need to save the cleanse, but I would actually rather just get it off. Okay. Am I back on blue stacks? Yeah, I'm testing to see if the patch helped stability at all. A little bit less than ideal. I think we could actually just fish for a GG stun. Would probably be best for Anakin's health. It's either that or we just do basic to try to shield him a little bit. I just don't mind it. Kind of a risky gamble, but eh. Actually a little bit spooky though. Yeah. I think it should still be fine all in all. I mean, we have courage, but a little bit punished there. I probably blew GK clones at the time where it didn't really need to happen. Not for this. It's not a Zeta Kylo. Still is. No, so the reason why this runs this smooth, I'm assuming it actually looks pretty nice on stream now. If I just go to blue stacks and like I have it set to 60 FPS. It's just because Nox runs the way CG has it set to run, whereas BlueStacks, for whatever reason, has a way to force override the method. Or like the engine's set frame rate. CG has a hard cap at 30. Unless you're saying it's like below 30, in which case, yeah, that sounds a bit strange. I think we ran Nest against this as well. I remember it feeling pretty fine that we didn't need Kira. I would rather waste a Kira and lose some banners than find out the hard way, because I think this team is going to be pretty rough otherwise to do. For once we actually managed to land the days on Shock T. Bit unlucky. That actually might be part of why I like Best Basic so much more than Bonk. Like, the Bonk is a good button, of course. Once you get her stacked up a bit, that armor ignore is just crazy good, but it does feel a little bit tragic having it miss. Her Basic is just reliable enough. The comfy warm blanket. Damn. I wouldn't even say I'm tilted over it. I am just a little bit disappointed. I think, you know, I mean, the JK, or not JK, the Gas Echo Thrawn matchup was so clean last week. I don't think it's a stretch to say, like, that was a guaranteed win. I just didn't make the mistake on the remod. We would have had what I wanted. We would have had the full clear. Most of the rest of the teams, we had pretty easy matchups left out that we didn't spend anything or waste anything on. Like, even spending JKR, I think we were still pretty comfortable here. The nest jump like that. We got some tenacity. I respect it. Looking. So, I will say this. Actually, wait, so is this true? How does this scoring work out? Because I build the top zone with the intent or hope to tax as many banners as possible. I'm not sure who has the scoring advantage here. Because a lot of my banner strategy is based around the concession that I can full clear and they can't. But in the case where this is suddenly not clearable, and we're both just on ship zone clears and that's about it. Hopefully. I mean, we'll see how he does, of course, but this Luke team, so this Luke team overperformed with Shock T. I'm hoping that Hermit Yoda will make this even more difficult to approach. He is a very speedy. I'm feeling pretty good about it. And what's the favorable? What? The thing. I mean, if they get a halt on Daka, it would be tragic, but is it that bad of a matchup otherwise, really? I mean... we would mostly just need to set up a seesaw. Can't actually. They actually might struggle to kill people once they get stacked up enough to the point that we actually couldn't get the rampage stacks we need to like brute force this team down with all the hell stack. Yeah, Flurby. I think that's a safe assumption for a lot of the changes we saw in the patch. Which, I mean, if that spurred them on to make some of these fixes. No, check your Discord. What's up? Oh, weird. So what? 200% on top of like assumed, let's say a 50 to 80% range for most first order units, 115% for a Supreme Leader Kylo. Although this is for enemies, so it doesn't even apply to you. I wonder what first order team we're gonna end up fighting. This actually could be pretty spooky. Man, if they just straight up post Supreme Leader Kylo, that would be a bit difficult for the broader player base, probably. Okay, what do we even use here? How scary are you, sir? I mean, no 6 dot. This isn't like as terrifying. Like, JTR is kind of in an awkward spot right now. It's kind of the issue I'm facing down. Let's try stick. Okay, the wiggle targeting doesn't matter, fortunately. We probably just don't want to get halted. I think a fairly safe bet. No favorable exposed RNG in the counters, but still some stick stuff. I don't know if it's actually better to just go for leverage first so they can keep the offense up for a better flurry. Probably just wanna press the button immediately. It's a decent turn meter. If we don't land this shot, this is actually kind of really bad tempo. I think we have to hit the button. I mean, it's gonna cycle our cooldowns anyway, it's not that bad. Let's see. We'll get foresight off of this, so him counterattacking us isn't that bad. do we just want to keep? Really not getting a whole lot off of these BBA counters. Kind of unfortunate. Please stop harassing my stick, sir. You had to do it. You done fucked up, man. Sir. I will not allow any harassment or bullying. Actually, this might hurt a little bit. Wait. Oh, okay, we got my tricks. See what it's doing here. We go high, he goes low. This is gonna be really bad banners, by the way. It's fine. Good enough. We really should be trying to prioritize efficiency, but like our roster is so thinned out from how things turned out that I'm not sure there was really a max banner option for an angry Relic 7 OG Kylo. Maybe like a Bastila, but like, yeah, they're good luck with that. This is probably fine. Is this even? I'll just go the other way around. Why not? We avoid the whole song and dance of DR lead against boss cleat as well by doing this, which I would say I'm plenty happy to avoid. Looping action if we can. This should be pretty straightforward. That's not Palpatine. You disappoint me, video game. Yeah. And probably cash this in now. Yep. Easy enough. I don't want to kill him yet until he cycles turn meter. Okay. Damn, Palpatine actually does okay damage now. I'm not used to this. The boy utility wonder has actually kind of moved up in the world. Man, this is such a bummer to me. God. It would have been so glorious. Had the best of plans, the best intentions. We bring you, we bring, oh, what is it again? Actually, one of the more annoying GK teams. This usually leads to a dead vulture at the start. I don't know if there's a better comp to do this, but like IG8 would just get blasted immediately. I was gonna bring the full suite probably, just to try to. Ideally, I would love to have Plo Koon in this lineup, because this lineup hits you with a really, really fast ult, but alas, I feel pressured to put him on defense with Negotiator. So this, I was actually wondering about this for a while. Wouldn't it be kind of sick, actually, if in this matchup we use this on Sunfac instead? You missed the Quince of the Days. I don't think it actually matters that much, but as long as we can beat out I think this would be like a coin flip at best. I don't think it's actually a value play. But if we could just get Sunfac out in front of Y-Wing to make sure that we can get stun on Anakin, that would be, I think, a nice play. No Ahsoka, it's nice. That's actually a little bit unfortunate. It's a little bit annoying. We should still kill, I'm gonna say. I think. I'm pretty sure. We're probably gonna end up pissing Anakin off anyway here, but it's fine. Or do we just... I mean, I think we have to AoE here, right? Just too greedy not to. So the old pops were kind of scared, but at the same time their supporting roster is squishy enough that it's actually not that bad for us. Like, we're down to one chip left before we would lose, but it's fine. Spy is actually kind of a nice bring here, I think, or is IG 2000 kind of big brain? I don't think IG 2000 will heal them enough before the bombs pop, so they should just die anyway. But I'm curious, let's try it. They should both just, yeah. And we can rebuild them. Plenty of time. There's the Plo Koon, which is fine actually still. That means that their roster's pretty low damage output. Ah, this should be aimed over here. Not that scary with fives. Really gonna need target lock. Yeah, I think we're fairly comfortable here. Try to end this before we see an Ahsoka. Just try to wrap things up. Okay. Not the prettiest on banners, but it is done. Man, well, I apologize on not being able to deliver. I feel like I both simultaneously did deliver and didn't. Because, like, I at least showed a glimpse that, like, this totally would have worked. Just slight gas modding change, it would have been fine. I actually think it could probably even, like... I don't think you really need crit chance modding on him. I mean, you won't have... like this, so I actually don't even know if that's a safe statement to make. You kind of do need it, it feels like. And we're not even like full chance to crit either, so. But ultimately, I don't even know that the critting is all that important. It's important for getting him off of his protection early, but like, we get 3 gas turns worth and arc trooper damage, so I don't know. It feels like reduction wise you're just getting so much there, it's hard to believe that you wouldn't be able to kill SLK otherwise. Like, I don't know, I think... I mean, let's see. Like, maybe mock drafts. Does feel like you need some amount of speed. This is actually probably a pretty sick mod to get in on him. And like, this is just as good of a mod for the most part to have on 5s anyway. Same boat. I mean, my guess will lose a lot of speed here, but since we're working with Fracture anyway, and he gets his last turn just from Thrawn swapping to him, I don't think it actually matters that much as a stat, actually. We just need to stay standing. Like, I probably would have gone this instead. Maybe this is kind of hindsight as 2020, but this is just part of the learning process, really. And then, like, probably just swap this out for a percent protection. Something like this. Yeah, this is a great stat line. This is exactly what we want. Minor loss of crit chance, but yeah, that would have made... I can only assume all the difference today, considering how last week went. So yeah, alright. It's a bit tragic. I gotta get some TW attacks done. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that there's any real chance we have left of taking him out with what we have left. I wonder if JCR actually maybe would have had a chance. She's got the heal block, but the heal block is going to be very, very short-lived is the problem. No, the TM reductions as well. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah, I don't think there's any part of the roster that can brute force through it now. Maybe we can just try this just because these characters, I've had them for a while, but they're basically brand new. Let's just see what they're made of. They're made of death. Alright. Some real good science going on here. Good stuff. Alright, we'll call it a stream. Ironically, today has only bolstered my opinion that this is definitely possible. It's just probably not going to be happening this week, unless it's like a speed modded SLK. Honestly, even if it is, like, I would probably still feel super paranoid going into the matchup. Like, this Kylo, I mean, this Kylo doesn't even have crit damage that the one last week did, and we were still able to stay standing. We just needed to have the right stats for the occasion. Alright, let's call it a stream. Yeah. I still had fun, all things told. I mean, I really wasn't sure what to think of this, but this actually ended up being a super low battle count, which I'll take. And like, even just the preload with Shakti timing out into the final battle, like that would have been so sick. We had the cooldowns, we had him 0% turn meter. Yeah, unlucky. It is what it is, though. All right. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I don't know whether to expect if this is going to be a win or loss, but if nothing else, hopefully this wall will be intimidating. I do think that this wall loses some effect until we get this Zeta, and of course Ultimate, but yeah, I'm still quite happy with it. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, peace out. Oh, what's up, Shy Guy? Sorry, I actually didn't see you there. Wait, I'm so confused. Sorry, I haven't ended the stream yet. Actually, I'm gonna switch to desktop for a second. All of the chat, like, until I pieced out, my chat window was basically like this. I don't know if my chat window just DC'd it all. Legitimately, all I can see is like, no, check your Discord, there's data mine. I apologize to everyone, was not trying to ignore you. Like, I even have top chat set to off. I don't understand YouTube sometimes. Yeah, alright. Bye.